Hey, good afternoon, YouTube. I don't know if you could see it coming down, but the snowstorm started. So far, we got about an inch. You can see it on that little railing thing right there. Am I pointing at it? Yeah, right there. Anyway, or on that piece of wood, you can see it. Yep, it's coming down, folks. We're expecting about 8 inches. Well, they said between 8 and 12 over the next 2 days. But I got something I want to show you guys besides this. There. Got all this wood brought in. Now, we're going to have a bit of fun. We're going to light this thing. And I'm going to show you guys how I light my stove. I just hope my dog ain't going to get in the way. He likes to involve himself in everything. I'm trying to set you guys in a tripod. Oops, I think I hit a button. You guys still with me? I think so. Alright. Let me set you up over here so you can see better. What I do, folks, is I make a lot of newspaper balls like this in advance, and if I use a paper towel or something to wipe something up, unless it's really gross and messy, if it's just water that I wipe, I just throw it in there too. So that's my little box that I keep all that stuff in, with my my little pieces of wood that I use my hatchet on. So I'll bring you closer. There. Let's see how that's going to work. I'm going to move that box so you can get a better look. Actually, let me grab a few more. Alright. Sorry if I got in the way there. Alright, folks, I'm sure you've seen these before. If you have takeout coffee from like a donut shop, they give these away, and I use them, and you'll see why. It saves a lot on the paper. Instead of making like 2 dozen balls of paper, I only need about 5 or 6, and then I use my thin pieces of wood here. Again, I'm in the way. So I just slap these down. I'll make them smaller. There. Let me grab a few of the thicker ones. my little hatchet that I use. And, oops, it fell. I chop these up. From planks like this. So I just chop these up, and it really makes quite a difference for lighting the stove. But I don't want to put too much because it adds extra weight and it crushes the paper and stuff on the bottom, and it makes it hard for the fire to spread. So I only put a couple pieces. I hope you can see over here. Okay, folks, now that I got the wood stacked on top, and you always leave, you know, don't put everything stuck together. Leave air spaces. If the air can't flow, it's not going to light properly, and it won't burn properly. You know, as you keep going, you're best to leave a lot of air spaces. Now, as it burns, because the front lit first, it starts to sink, and it wants to come out. So this is why I have something in my hand here to kind of tilt it back, sort of. Well, not sort of, I'm actually tilting it back. And once it's got a bit of momentum, then I can start putting on planks that are a bit bigger. I like to start with the planks because they don't have the tendency of rolling off. I don't know how well you see down there. Alright, let me get you a bit lower. I'll take you off the tripod. No. I'll fix the legs. How's that? Yeah, let me fix the legs here. Hang on. Okay, now it's burning pretty good, but you always got to watch because stuff's always trying to pop out, and I keep my tools handy. Now let me add some more. I keep going with planks until I get it going nice and strong the way I like it. Well, actually I'm lying. I'm going to put a round piece. This here is pine. Now, don't you love the sound of that crackling wood? Oops. Embers are sparking and flying. So, I won't be able to leave this open for so long. This is a piece of, I think it's poplar. Not really sure. I'm trying to look under the couch because I saw an ember go flying. And I could smell something. My dog loses his hair a lot, and in every little nook and cranny I find wads of dog hair like this. And And you know the smell of burning hair? Yeah, not too good. Or fur, same thing. Anyway, so I'm not by any means trying to make it sound like I think you guys are dummies. I'm just showing you what I do. This is how I do my fire. Any reason to make a video right now. So yeah, don't you wish there was like Christmas music and chestnuts or something, or I don't know, marshmallows, whatever turns you on. Well, I'm going to take off my sweatshirt. It's getting pretty hot here. Now, I am going to remove you from the tripod for a second. Sorry about that, folks. I didn't mean to press the button. Okay, I'm going to shut the door for now. See, I got my air trap. I'm going to open it just so it can continue getting its air. I don't want this thing to die just yet. And you always have to have one of these. It's a thermometer, and you want to burn between, you know, like stay in the yellow here. On this one it's yellow, on others could be different, but you always want to keep in the burn range so that you're not creating any creosote. And another thing, always use a wire, because even though these are magnetic, after a certain temperature, if it gets really hot, the magnet don't stick no more to the metal and it'll fall. So by using a wire, and I got mine going around the back, and it's actually wrapped around a screw like this, but at the back, so that it don't slide with the vibrations, because my crazy dog, and when my washing machine is shaking, because I got a really small house here. So now I think it's time to start the fan, circulate the air a little. And I like to keep some of my logs, like this is freshly split from today. This is some of that birch I was splitting earlier. And even though the moisture content was under 20, it still feels a bit wet to the touch. So I leave it next to the stove like this to dry out, and don't worry, there's no danger. It's not going to ignite. You're supposed to keep about 18 inches, you know, of no combustibles around your heating source. But since this feels damp and freshly split, and I'm not going to bring this up to 800 degrees, so it ain't going to ignite. And this, I always keep this close. It's about a foot away, and it's never melted. Talking about that plastic bin that I keep my wood in. The only thing I had to move was my big rubber boots. I usually keep them on top of that little metal pail. That's what I put my ashes in when I clean the stove out. Yeah, smile for the camera. Yeah, there's my pooch. Okay, well, as long as I got the air circulating, it won't get too hot in that one spot. So here comes winter, friends. What can you do, right? Okay, well, I'm going to end this now. So thanks for coming to my channel, and thanks for watching. Please comment and subscribe if you haven't already, and tell all your friends, folks. Okay, friends, not to sound like the late great Columbo, but just one more thing. Okay, always keep a spray bottle filled with water in case some of the embers do pop out. See, I have a cement base here, but then it's wood. You know, I don't have tiles or nothing. So if something pops out of here, and oh, I better add something. Good thing I opened it. So if something pops out of here, especially when you're burning pine and stuff like that, any evergreens, they tend to pop more. So if something does fly out, you just shoot it with this. You know, you give it a little couple shots like that. It's good on the dog too, right in the face. Okay, so that's pretty much it. So back to your regularly scheduled program.